So as you're, because you're only going to be, working in the radius of where your work is during construction hours, but then you have to weather vane, which means you should put it in neutral, basically, and wherever the wind blows is where that boom is blowing. And we have a project in downtown Salt Lake where there's people own airspace, up to a certain point. I'm not sure how high, but so if your crane goes outside of your project limit lines and it's over here, I don't know if this is campus still, but you might have to get permission from these owners over on this side, wherever it might hang over.
Okay.
I think in an interview you might be asked kind of that thought process on your organization chart of your staff.
Normally in Utah, from my opinion, it runs really lean. I think outside the state it's a little bit higher number of people I'm talking about. So that's because we have really tight owners. They want to keep those, those GCs low.
Yeah, over here it was a joint venture, so it was a little different. But we had a full-time superintendent. We had a full-time project manager, full-time general superintendent, and two main superintendents with a third kind of assistant superintendent. And we wound up having 3 engineers, and an intern. That's the kind of the rule of thumb. 80% of your general conditions typically is management. And there's a lot of money in people that you put on there. And we can even give you dollars of what we typically have for guys. So you have their actual salary, and then you have burden. Well, an easy way to do it is if you take a superintendent a project manager to do this job would probably be somebody that makes $120,000 a year. And you take a burden of about 45%. And burden is your FICA, all your taxes,
Right.
FICA, FUTA, and your insurances and holiday pay and all that kind of stuff. That's 45% on top of their salary. So you got $120,000 PM, $120,000 superintendent. They're probably about the same. Then you got some other superintendents, and the general superintendent, they're probably each about $100,000. And then you have a project estimator that might be $90,000 to $100,000. So you can kind of see what the dollars are, and then you can extrapolate it if you wanted to put it by month. If you just think through it that way. Project engineers, you'd have a really strong one at 85 to 90, and then maybe a $65,000 guy. When I say guy, it's plural, or it's multi-gender.
Could be a girl.
Could be a girl.
Girls are awesome in construction, by the way.
Speaking of girls that are awesome in construction, Monica, you're putting an estimate together, right? Is it something that she could contact one of you and kind of back and forth, how do I look on this number?
Yeah.
I don't think much is going to change as far as the size of building that they're going to do. Obviously, it could be totally different, but at least they've got some good ideas of where they are.
Percentages out more than anything. Okay, this should be 4 to 6,
Should be
whatever.
about this much of
range,
your total
Yeah, that
cost,
would
and
be
this is
good.
the good square footage, things like that.
Yeah.
Could Anna work with one of you and
Yeah, and I think a great resource
break
would
down some
be
of these numbers.
either Brett Bartle or Dennis Sagana in our office.
Okay.
Dennis he's our executive vice president of pre-construction, and Brett's our vice president of pre-construction. So
Okay.
so maybe you can have some emails back and forth.
Yeah.
but you can contact one of us, or we can put you in contact with him.
Okay, that would be wonderful.
To the points that I made on the estimate, I have notes. I'm just going to get these to you so you can just look at them. But
Or maybe even Ashley Earhart, and she'll help.
Ashley would be awesome.
Yeah, Ashley, she went through the program and loves being involved with construction management.
In your presentation, the cost is really important, but you can't overlook all the other elements that you have to talk about. And we just talked and criticized you a ton on just the costs and stuff like that, but everything else is important in this type of a presentation, I think. So don't just put all your efforts or take all of our criticism and just concentrate on just the estimate now, instead of do everything else too.
I think things like estimate are things that you don't want to draw their attention. They want to
Yeah.
just look through and go, yeah, that looks
Right.
right. Let's talk
That
about
looks
how
right.
awesome
That's
that,
exactly
that,
right.
that
Yeah.
walkthrough is, and yeah, it's so
Problem is,
exciting, and
if
tell
you
me
have,
about this.
yeah, if you have a glaring error in your estimate, it just,
Yeah, that just,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Same thing with the schedule, if you just got something in your schedule, it's like, let's get over this, or our site logistics. So
And if
those
you have-
things that can be prepared beforehand and just look real solid. We can, besides site logistics, then you have to know what site you're actually on.
And you can put a spreadsheet together, which you already done, but if you already have the right formulas in there, with the right stuff, then you don't have to think about it, and you just need to plug a few things like the competition, it'll kick out the right numbers.
But you can spend all your time on
Doing all this other
fun
stuff.
All right, any other thoughts, questions, comments? Once again, great job, great presentation.
Yes, present very well.
Really good
Good
stuff,
job,
you present
guys.
well, even those that feel like they're nervous. We don't know it until you say, I'm nervous. So hide it from us. You did a good job hiding it from us. And then thanks again for coming. Can't tell you how much help this is to the students.
Really appreciate it.
It's great, so thanks everybody. and-
Good.